everybody. This is Shadowrun Hong Kong, the newest Shadowrun game, and it's out right now. There is so much reading in this game. It is insane. In a good way, though. There's not really much options. You either set the camera to follow you whenever you move or not. I just leave it auto because why not? I play on easy because I don't really want to bother with combat all too much, and I just want to get through the story. Like, I want to know more about the world and just more of what's going on, which even on easy, at least for me, because I suck at the game, I had kind of a difficult time. I'm about 8 hours into the game, but for this, I'm going to make a new character on easy. Now, from what I've played so far, 8 hours in the game, race, or gender and race don't matter. In like all of what I've played so far, they just doesn't matter. But starting out, it'll affect what you can do and what skills you can put into stuff. Humans. All humans have +3 karma to start the game. Maximum of 9 to everything. And human, elf, dwarf, orc, and troll. They all have separate starting abilities, separate things that they specifically have, and I want to say you can have the dialogue choices for everything the same no matter what race you start but I'm not sure about that because I've only played one character that was human. But you can pick through any pre-made class or none, so you can select whatever you want as your own. You can select through if you wanted to attach what your guy looks like to the picture and just not bother, like I'm gonna choose him, but I'm gonna have like a beard or something else. But that again is whatever your personal preference is. Stats. The main, like, there's so much customization you can do. Honestly, it is insane. By the time recording this, I've noticed people have already put up guides. I haven't bothered a single time to look at any of them. I don't want to. I want to just mess around with this however I want. But, okay, body. Measure of your physical resistance. That seems fine. Hit points, okay. Quickness. Use to calculate hit and range combat. Okay, sounds good. And the rest of them. It doesn't work like that entirely. Say I go to charisma. I select a new etiquette. Okay, I can select any of these, just straight up any of them. That will affect what dialogue choices I'll have in the future. Okay, let's pick, I don't know, Shadowrunner. Okay, whenever I have the chance and a dialogue option shows up, bam, I can say, yes, I'm a Shadowrunner. I know this much stuff about this thing. But just for the sake of going quicker, I'm gonna choose this and then select more stuff. For example, it didn't select a etiquette. I guess apparently if you select a pre-made class, it does not give you the option. Interesting. Didn't know that. Let's say Shadowrunner quickness with that. Oh, whoops. That reminds me. You can only spend, like if I want 5 of everything in this, I need 5 there, 5 across the board. And for the last 3, intelligence. But for skills, if you select, like if you set up a character that's just good in everything, depending on what the, let me think, what options you're given, like what dialogue choices you go through, you'll be given different things depending, like if I have 9 strength and I need 5 for this specific dialogue option or just action to take in general, I can go straight for it. First name Billy, last name Jones, and Sea King as the straight name. Confirm. That's pretty much the start. I can't skip this, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I wanted to just skip all the story-centric things, because this is a very, very heavily narrative game. Not narrative as in someone will be talking all the time, but reading. You will read so much in this game. I've spent 8 hours, like I said earlier, in the game, and I've barely, just barely made it past like 3 missions. You will be reading just so much. It's a good thing. The writing in this game is amazing. This, for example, it gives you an actual picture. Like if you actually read through everything, it will give you an amazing picture of the world, of what's happening. Just, it's so amazingly well written. And this is, I bit my tongue, this is the combat. If you've ever played any Shadowrun games before, excluding the SNES version, because I don't believe that had this kind of combat, it will be turn-based. You will have a XCOM feel to it. So okay, I'm hiding behind this. Half cover, not really any cover, half cover. I get 2 movements, and the other 2 get 2 movements as well. I can move them over into cover, and then afterwards attack. 95%, 90, most of these have really high chances to attack. Just shoot any of them. Death is permanent in this game, even if you're playing on easy. So if you die, if any of your characters die, and you don't have any revive items, they're dead. They're just gone. There's nothing you can do. This battle is obviously supposed to be the tutorial, show you how everything works, and you're not supposed to die here. I don't know if you can, but regardless, it's a good show of the mechanics, I believe. The combat, I don't play this game for the combat. This is exactly why I play on easy. I don't care for the combat. It does what it should, and it does it well. But the main thing I have stuck around for with this game is the writing. It's just so good. It's some of the best writing I've seen from any game. I don't know who does the writing. I haven't looked at the credits or any of that, but amazing job. Damn good. But whenever you go on missions, like, think of this as the beginning. The first mission you go to, I guess. I tried going over to that wall, or that gate, closed. I have to look around for something else. You'll go on, I don't know how many missions, because I haven't played through all of it, obviously. But one mission I went on fairly early on, I believe it's one of the first ones you can get. It was, you had to figure out the murders of, I believe, 4 leaders. No, not 4 leaders. Of a few leaders in the area, and why it was happening. This is actually one really cool thing I don't believe was in any other Shadowrun game. The holster mechanic. Say I want to kill these guys. The street soldier, tattoo smuggler, and street mage. I can kill them right now. Click the button, go into fighting, and just murder them. Which I find actually a welcome change whenever you can actually use it. Cause I've only been able to use it like maybe twice. It may be more important later on in the game, but again, I've only played 8 hours so far. Honestly, I could see myself playing this to the very end just for the writing. And I could have just left them alone, didn't need to go to them, and just leave. Sick. Sometimes you'll find items in the world, but in my experience, it rarely has happened. I've only been on like 3 missions, though. But whenever on a mission, like the one where you have to figure out who's killing the leaders of an area, I found myself just going through the entire world, the entire area, and finding out exactly like what's going on. Also, one issue I had, because I have this main monitor and a side monitor, if I have it set to scroll on the sides, I go off to the right side where my monitor is and move off. I just quickly move it to the other screen, or quickly move it to move the actual camera. It doesn't work. It just stops. Like, moving quick, stop. Moving back, nothing. But that's gonna be everything, because any further is story spoilers, and I don't want to give anything away. You should buy this game because the writing is fucking amazing. It's gonna take me forever to beat the game, I know that much. Over 50 hours, I would imagine. Just because I'm gonna be reading everything. I'm gonna be looking through everything. It is written so well. I love the writing. The combat's alright. I don't play for the combat though. If you were looking for a good narrative game, just to sink some time in and get involved in the world and the lore and it just does everything so well with the writing. It is a phenomenal game. You should buy it. It is so fucking worth it. But that'll be everything. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day.